Quite the wild ride in my head there while I was peeing for those 15 seconds, Chad.
There you go. Nice. You gonna get the song started for us, Jared?
Yes, Chad. Yes.
Oh, that's it. Hello and welcome to the Untranslatable podcast. We are here today to talk about some crazy shit that some people's parents used to say, and some old sayings. And we're going to talk. What?
Now keep going. Keep going.
What's the?
I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it.
Do what?
How many episodes are we in? 341, 340? You still can't get the branding right. I was.
Oh,
ever since yesterday,
you're right.
when you brought up this topic, or whenever you brought this topic up, I'm like, let's see if this guy's actually going to use the branding of the name of this episode, or continue to say sayings, even though we have a word for this that the whole
Untranslatable
show is based around.
That's true. Some funny old parental untranslatables.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Thank you, Jared.
I wasn't going to say
Thank
anything,
you.
but my face did give it away.
Yep.
But I wasn't going to say anything.
When you do these in person, you can't ignore the facial expressions anymore. It's not behind a computer screen.
It had a little bit of hope that you actually say it.
Nope. Drop the ball. Here, let me. I'm not going to make you do the song again, but let me try this again.
I'm keeping all of that info.
Okay,
so you can try it again, but
okay.
I want people to know that you don't care about this podcast. And somehow we're 341 episodes in and still haven't caught on. So
maybe one day. I guess I'm a slow learner, Jared. All right, well, fuck that. I'm not going to do another intro. Let's just get into it, Jared.
Why not, Chad?
All right, fine. Hello and welcome to the Untranslatable podcast. We are here today to talk about crazy shit parents say, or some parental untranslatables coming to you, and we're excited to talk about some of these sayings, these untranslatables. Ooh, slipped there. These untranslatables fumbled the football, Jared.
Jesus Christ,
these
Chad.
These untranslatable.
You paused, made a point to say it, then 3 words later
forgot it. Anyways, some old school untranslatables that might need to make a reconnaissance.
Let's just pack it up. I think we're fine for the week. I don't think we really need to do an episode this week.
All right, well let's get into it though, Jared, because we're here to record the episode, so let's record it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to be talking about some funny old untranslatables. I am sure your parents probably have, you've probably got some golden ones, I have a feeling.
I feel like ours are going to go 2 different ways. I feel like your parents weren't mean to you. I feel like your parents never didn't wrong you in any sort of way. I feel like you had a very loving relationship with your family. You seem like you have nothing negative to say about anyone except for like one person I could think of. Okay. So I feel like ours are going to go 2 very different ways, and it'll be interesting.
We'll find out.
It'll be like a loving Care Bear is the lovingest of Care Bears, or whatever your parents said to you when they kissed you goodnight every night.
Exactly.
Oh, who's my big boy?
Sharing is caring. No, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about him. But before we get to that, Jared,
who's my brave little honey bunny? Is that going to be one of your untranslatable?
Yes. All of them are going to rhyme. They're all going to be cheesy.
She's my little cutie patootie.
And corny. Exactly. No, but there are going to be some good ones. I'm excited. But before we get to that, have you heard about a musician called Billy Strings, Jared?
No.
You have not? Okay, well, that doesn't surprise me.
I laugh because it almost sounds like a Weird Al Yankovic kind of name. Billy Strings.
True.
Or it's like a meteorologist that's like Bruce Rain Showers or whatever. Like Bruce Thunder.
right.
on the nose.
Right. Or like a football kicker like Johnny Kicks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Johnny Kicks.
Billy Strings, though, Jared. He's a Americana bluegrass, amazing, phenomenal guitar player, and he, believe it or not, I did not know this, Jared, but he's from Michigan, from Ionia, Michigan, and he has here. Can you play me the the good old drop?
Sure, Chad.
I think we're doing our telekinesis powers right now, and I think you know exactly what drop I'm looking for, Jared.
I know exactly.
Yep, I'm excited for this.
Talk that calf out of that heifer.
I'm just kidding. I know what you actually want.
First, I just thought you hit the wrong button.
No, I didn't.
Chad's
There we go. Thank you, good sir. Billy Strings donates 200 guitars to students at Ionia County Elementary School. A Grammy Award-winning musician returned to his former elementary school Monday morning, this was November 8th, and surprised more than 200 students with their own guitar. William Apostle, known as Billy Strings, gifted guitars to students at Twin Rivers Elementary School in Muir the morning of Monday, November 8th. And Billy says, my guitar has always been there for me through good times, bad times, and everything in between, Apostle said in a statement. The guitar has taken me places that I could only dream of. My hope is that one of these guitars does the same thing for one of these kids. I look forward to coming back and seeing how these future musicians progress from years to come.
I wish I had that kind of relationship with an instrument. Like not even like one specifically, but that sort of relationship with playing instruments. Mm-hmm. It seems very nice. I wish I had that.
Right. Well, and Billy Strings is, I mean, he can have that last name, Jared. Let me just put it that way. That's how good this guy is at guitar.
He was destined to be a guitar virtuoso.
That's a great word for it. Virtuoso, absolutely.
That's not his real name.
William Apostle is his name.
Oh,
Billy
okay.
Strings is his stage name, and he's a Grammy Award winner, by the way. So like he's no slouch. But can you?
Oh, he's younger than I was expecting.
Yeah, he's not old at all.
I was expecting like some Willie Nelson looking guy.
Right? Yeah, no. And but yeah, I think this is awesome, dude. I could not imagine like if I would like be in school and then just like somebody came and brought a bunch of guitars when I was a little kid, because I asked for a guitar I think when I was 6 or 7 already, and I got one when I was 8 or 9, I think.
He's actually almost exactly my age. He's a month younger than me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and guitars are not. That's not an elementary school instrument, really. Like most kids, if in elementary school, are not getting introduced to guitars through their school.
Right.
Like when they sort of say pick your instrument, it's like clarinet, trumpet, saxophone,
Recorder.
Well, yeah, that's not really sure. I don't think you think that's what they pick your instrument: trumpet, saxophone, clarinet, recorder,
Cello.
Yeah,
French horn, recorder.
Yeah, what are you in the band? I'm first recorder. Yeah. Oh, the first recorder. That's got to be the most annoying. So you're playing all the high notes. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be bad
with the recorder.
It'd be bad.
Oh god. But anyway, yeah, no. Guitar is not really an instrument that you get introduced to in elementary school unless someone generously donates hundreds of them to your school.
Right. Exactly.
Like I got introduced in my school to like African drums. What do you call them?
A djembe?
Djembe was one of them.
Nice.
The djembe is the one that is like
a little bit bigger.
The neck.
Yeah.
Like sort of constricts
Comes
in the middle.
Yeah.
There was another one. There was the djembe, and then there was another one that looked more like a bongo, but it had like a peg sticking out the outside.
Oh, interesting.
Of it, and you use like sort of a rubber mallet
to
sort of adjust the sound by how far you hammer the I can't think of what it's called.
Okay.
And that was a super unique and sort of cool experience to get to like properly, we're kids, but to get like how to learn how to use those and play that, like that's not obviously a normal instrument that you get offered as a kid. So those, and that sort of, even though I don't like, actually my parents still have the djembe now.
Oh, nice.
Sort of now just like art at
dude.
the house.
When you're back in Louisiana, you should totally
the shit
play
out of my whole family. It's kind of just art now at their house, but
sure.
But yeah, that experience, even though I'm not like some sort of skilled djembe player now, that experience did stick with me more than like the recorder, that's for sure.
Right. I wonder why. But yeah, I mean, I think this is just great, giving. Unfortunately, it seems like when programs in schools tend to get cut, and I guess, well, even a guitar is not a standard music.
Yeah, that would probably not be an option in most public schools anymore.
Which is too bad. It should be.
Yeah.
Why not?
Especially since that's what kids want to play.
Yeah. Why not?
Even drums. That's another one that's not, other
Right.
than like a basic snare drum.
Right. Or percussion. Yeah.
Right.
Like a triangle and shit.
Right. But not the drums kids want to play.
Like a drum set.
Yeah.
Right. You got to do jazz band for that, Jared.
Yeah. And
If,
even
if
then,
your school has it, even.
yeah, I was in jazz band. Granted, I was a trumpet player at the time.
Right.
But it was that was more fun than just normal band for sure. But yeah. Yeah, like why can't we play the stuff we really want to play?
Right. Because it's still music. Like
And
you're
there was
in
still-
music class.
And even still, even though there will still be kids going to trumpet and like violin
right.
and stuff like it's not just gonna be like a whole bunch of kids banging on drum kits or like playing
funky
caroling.
bass lines.
Yeah, like all trying to either play basses or all just bringing distorters to school.
Right.
Like,
Heavy metal.
shredding. So it's just like, yeah, you could start them in acoustics or whatever and actually
Right.
have some proper. I don't understand too, but that's cool that
Right.
he did that.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine just like
Kids
having
will
some
remember.
U-Hauls roll up and then there's just boxes upon boxes? You get a guitar, you get a guitar, you get a guitar.
Can you imagine it happening like it's some sort of TV show?
Right. Well, it kind of looks like
is
it
that
from
how
the
it happens?
pictures, bro. like,
that is what.
yeah, like straight up, like,
yeah, that is what happened.
like, look, bro, like a U-Haul in the
Okay,
background and
literally a
everything.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I pictured they just like delivered them, and then they're like, "Hey, kids, we have." That's
Right.
even better. That make
Yeah.
it an event out of it.
Well, and he was there handing the guitars out too. Billy Strings was.
Yeah. All right.
So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, so shout out to Billy Strings.
Do you think those kids know who Billy Strings is?
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
well, right, that's true, Jared. That is true.
But yeah, they're probably not listening to a lot of folk music,
Right.
Even though he is a local
Oh, that's
hero.
funny. Look, yeah, they even had a. I don't know if they put this up. Well, no, 20.
There's a little plaque to him on a
Right
wall
on the
at
wall in the school, which is pretty cool.
A local hero.
Yeah, I mean, for
Famous?
sure.
I've never heard of him.
I mean, in country music, in those
He's a
scenes,
famous
he's a big.
country music?
He was on Jimmy Kimmel like 2
Okay,
weeks ago.
That's famous.
But he's more of an up and comer. I mean, he's pretty young.
Right.
So
he's my age.
right,
He's
exactly.
my age.
A lot of life left in him, Jared. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A youngin.
Yeah. not
I'm
your age,
I'm an old one. I know. You young whippersnappers. But noticing more gray hair coming in, Jared, as
Oh, yeah?
as my hair gets a little longer. Yeah.
One of the benefits of being bald. Just live in a slight bit of denial.
Right. There you go. But yeah. Anyway, shout out to Billy Strings though. I thought that was
Yeah, I see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now that you
Yeah.
say it, I'm seeing
see
it.
the gray's coming in,
Your
man.
beard too. I'm seeing it.
Yep. Yep. Just wait.
But it's grays. That's not a problem for men. It's a distinguished look.
That's true.
Salt and pepper.
That is true.
I don't think that is makes you look less attractive somehow.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you, man.
You start to look like George Clooney. That's all.
Ooh, I'm okay with
You know
that.
what you need to do? Or you need to start looking like Pierce Brosnan and get that ridiculous.
I can't do the facial expression.
Do that? No, I'm talking about his ridiculous Colonel Sanders.
Oh, there we go. The Van Dyke with the.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has that. He's been rocking the Van Dyke.
Has he
for a while.
really?
Yeah. This is here. It is. This look. That's his.
Oh
current
yeah.
Look.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The Colonel Sanders. I mean, he looks good.
He can actually pull
He
that
looks
off
real
pretty
good
well,
right now.
actually.
Like
yeah.
he always, but I don't like it though.
Really?
Like
Not
him
your
with the full
steez?
beard looks so much better to me.
Yeah.
I love what we're
Well,
doing.
you know,
right now,
we're
dude.
both more full
I
beard
love
type
what we're
of
doing
guys.
right now. We're looking at a picture of a 60-year-old man talking about what looks sexiest
Right.
on him.
Right. Oh man.
What a great show this has turned into.
Yeah,
How did we
exactly.
get here? He's
I don't know,
68, dude. He looks good.
Yeah. For sure.
Van
We were
Dyke
talking
or
about
not?
gray hairs. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
Getting older, Jared.
Yeah.
Getting older. I mean, that's kind of what causes some of these.
All right, let's get into untranslatables. I don't know what you're about to say, but you don't need to say.
Okay, fair enough.
Causes what? What causes what?
I was going to say causes some of these crazy parental untranslatables.
Oh, yeah, but are we not doing normal untranslatables?
If you have some, give some to me. I got a bunch of old sayings, and these are my
you
own
only have parent
list.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, then screw it. Let's go straight to it.
All right.
Forget normal untranslatables.
Well, let me ask you, Jared. What do you think this means? Off like a herd of turtles.
Your parents used to say this?
No, this was a friend of mine's parents.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, off like a herd of
Is
turtles.
that like running away, like ran away fast? Oh, wait, no, but turtles are slow. Mm-hmm. Is that like
are.
slow to wake up in the morning?
Well, this if you're off like a herd of turtles, that could be a reason why. You woke up late.
Oh, you're tired.
You woke up late.
Oh, and you're late for. You woke up late and you're late for something, but you're not in a rush. You need to be more in a rush than you are.
Yeah. Basically, you're just like
you're late,
slow,
and you're not as concerned about it as you should be.
Right.
Okay. I like that one.
And off. I thought it was hilarious.
I could hear
off like a herd of turtles.
That sounds like a real suburban mom saying.
Oh, for sure. Come on, kids, we're off like a herd of turtles.
I have a long list too. We can go back and forth.
Oh, let's do it.
We're doing parent ones, right?
Yeah.
These are all things that are more personal, or I try to find maybe not personal, but I feel like there's a lot of black people ones but they're all not all black based.
Okay.
A lot of them, think of them more as just my own than. But some of them, I'll let you know if some of them might be more general. If they are. Here's the first one. You were a mistake.
What?
You were a mistake.
Oh, ooh,
That's a common one that I used to get back in the day.
You were a mistake. Okay.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Ooh,
Did you get that one? You were a mistake a lot?
I did not.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never heard that one. His butter done slid off his biscuit.
His butter done. He's lost the plot. Is that like someone that's lost the plot?
He has lost the plot.
Oh, I promise your butter. What do you? How to go?
Has your butter done slid off your biscuit, mate?
Yeah, there we go. All right, here's another one from me. This is why you're our least favorite child.
Oh yeah, okay.
You got that one?
I've never got that.
You're kind of an
one.
only child, so it doesn't.
Well,
really
I'm a weird.
You're
a hybrid, bro.
Your mom
Hybrid.
wouldn't use that, so your dad could use that.
Oh, he could.
But your mom,
Right.
you're her only child. So
I
it
feel
wouldn't really
like
make any sense.
I feel like there can be a
That
lot.
would be even more of a
burn for sure.
It's just like this is why you're my least favorite. You're the only one, and you're the least favorite.
Ooh, yep. That's like when someone's like, "Hey, like, oh yeah, you're my favorite uncle," and it's like, "I'm your only uncle."
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic. But the opposite
Yeah.
is a nice twist.
Oh, for sure. This one's a little extreme, Jared.
I like the butter off the bread one. That's a good one.
It is, isn't it? It's a.
that was
I feel
in my
like
head.
that would be a good one too. That I think you could talk about if someone was like heavily intoxicated.
Oh yeah, that's like the point, almost like the point of no return.
Right, where it's like, oh, his
butter slid off the bread. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're opening a whole new can of worms, essentially.
Ooh, he might be slipping on gator piss.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, we're just blasting out untranslatables left.
This
and
is
right.
the untranslatable palooza, Jared, for
All right,
sure.
Go ahead.
This one's a little extreme, Jared. I feel like it. Well, let me just say it, and I'll see what you think. Go piss up a rope.
Is that like you're barking up the wrong tree?
I think.
Or like get lost?
Yeah.
Go piss up a rope.
I think. Get lost.
That sounds like a. I can picture like a. That sounds like something an angry dad would say. I've been watching a lot of Shameless recently.
Okay.
I could picture one of those like deadbeat dads.
Go piss up a rope.
Yeah, saying something like that. Go piss up a rope. That sounds super like old and Midwestern-y to me.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
That is not that does not sound like something a Southern person would say. It's
no,
not,
I think it's too vulgar.
I don't think vulgarity is the issue. It doesn't flow well.
Right.
It's too it's too aggressive and it's not in the. I feel like the my neighbors went to Hardee's. Who are these fucking weirdos? I got crazy neighbors. They went to Hardee's? Who goes to Hardee's and brings home, honey, I brought home a Hardee's. It's like, all right, well, we need a divorce then. Sorry, I've never seen someone bring home a Hardee's before. What the hell were we saying? Oh, I feel like these that really threw me off. I feel
Hardee's?
like Southerners are a lot more eloquent
Yeah.
with their saying, untranslatable.
Right. I did it to you. I'll take the blame for that one, Jared.
They're a lot more eloquent with their untranslatable. To go piss up a rope seems a little aggressive in its delivery.
Oh, for sure.
Are you this annoying at school?
Oh yeah, I haven't heard.
By the way, Chad, I love how this is. My joke doesn't work if you just go along with all of these. I got one more. If you're just gonna go along with all of these insulting things that I'm saying, these are not my untranslatables. I didn't think you're just gonna agree with all of these. It's kind of throwing it all off. No one ever said any of these things to me. I just thought of funny things that parents shouldn't say to kids. Here's another one I have so we can actually get to it because I like yours and it's annoying me that you're disagreeing with these because have you actually heard people say these things?
I've heard that one before at a buddy's
Really?
house before. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, those parents are terrible.
Yeah. I think they were kind of joking, but
Yeah, still though. I knew we should have just gotten a puppy. Is another one I have on the list.
oh, that would be. Oh man,
But it doesn't work because you're just agreeing with all of these. So I'm like, you'd be like, oh yeah. I'd be like, all right.
that's hilarious though.
Why can't you just be more like your sister?
Oh damn. I feel like there's a lot of potential for just sibling roasts
And
that you could do.
Those are the ones that I had that I thought you'd be a little bit more concerned about. But you were just like, yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear
We're
people
talking
say
about
that one.
crazy untranslatables.
And I'm like, okay, I guess you've heard people. I've never heard people say any of these. You've grown up in some aggressive households, I guess. Anyway, those were all the ones I made up.
All right.
My joke didn't work, so I just had to get them all out.
well, I got some more
And then
for
I'll
you.
get to the real ones I have now.
Okay. Sorry for ruining your party,
That's
Jared.
okay. Hey, listen, you didn't ruin it. If it's not a good joke, it's not a good joke. It's not your job to fake and pretend like it's a good joke.
Fair enough. Let me give you a couple more because I like some of these. We're off like a dirty shirt.
That's not. We're off like. Is that like we're?
And we're out of here.
Oh.
Come on, we're off like a dirty shirt. Like, let's get going.
Oh, you know, I'm trying to think. My parents had one. Damn it! I can't even think of what it was now.
It'll come to you. You'll probably stop recording and then it'll come to you. But it'll come to you.
But my parents Let's Boogie was a popular
Oh,
one.
nice.
That was
Nice.
definitely a popular one, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Boogie was definitely a popular.
I like
There was
that
a lot
one.
of
That's a good one. Let's.
happening in my house. But there was another saying like that
Okay.
that I can't think of.
Yeah, I love that one. Off like a dirty shirt.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That's pretty funny.
Damn it, this is gonna annoy the shit out of me.
It'll come to you. Here's
hope
one.
so.
Here's one that like my mom would say like jokingly once in a while. You're cruising for a bruising.
I got one like that. Here's what my parents would say. And this one is actually, might sound like one of the earlier aggressive jokes, but this one actually is now a real one. Stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about.
Yes, I have that on my list. I have that
That's
on
the
my
version
list.
I used to get a lot, and
Yeah.
that used to still to this day confuse me. Where
Right.
It's like, what?
I'll give you something to cry
That
about.
doesn't really make any sense.
Right.
So you don't want me to cry, yet you're telling me you're gonna
Make me cry worse, maybe even.
I don't
yeah.
want you to cry. Like I don't want you to cry, but because you are, I'm gonna make you cry.
Right. I'm gonna make you cry even more. Yeah.
Like I don't understand this logic.
Right.
Also, as an adult, that seems sort of unhealthy because it's like, why don't you try to figure out why I'm crying?
Right.
Now, as an adult,
Unless, well, what if you're crying for like an unnecessary reason?
Chad, it seems like you've had a. Is this how you feel about yourself? Every time is that how you feel?
What?
You deserved everything bad that happened to you, and it was unnecessary.
Oh no, not
Like,
everything.
Okay, because this is like the third time where I've said that. Then you're like, well, what if you deserved it? It's like, all right, Chad. Is that going to be the answer to every terrible thing that a parent says?
Yes.
What if you deserved it?
Or if you deserve it. If or if you're just cruising for
You're
a
gonna make
bruising,
great
Jared.
parent one day, Chad. You're
Well,
gonna make a
thank
great
you.
Parent.
You know, Jared, I won't be a good parent though if I have my wobbly boots on too much.
Wobbly boots. Mm-hmm. That sounds like something relating to drunkenness, but that
Very good. That's exactly what that means.
what does that have to do with your parents are asking you if you're drunk often?
No, I said I wouldn't be a good parent if I had my wobbly boots on too much. I mean, if I was just like drunk all the time.
But that's on your list, right?
Yeah, you have your wobbly boots on. Or he
Are we talking about sayings that parents say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I asked you. Your parents said that to you?
Oh, not my parents, but a friend of mine's parents.
Oh.
I mean, some of these like I have heard before like as a kid and I like remembered them.
What were they drunk?
Oh, well, I think we were out somewhere and they like
Chad, you don't have to lie to me. Just give me the answer.
no, the parents weren't drunk. No.
But the parents were asking the kid, "Do you have your wobbly boots on?"
No, the parents were talking about somebody else. And they were like, "Yeah, he looks like he's got his wobbly boots on."
I thought the parent was saying this to this kid
No,
when the kid.
that would
got
be
home.
hilarious. That'd be funny though. Hey, Jimmy, you look like you got your wobbly boots on
Yeah.
there. You all right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, did he have his wobbly boots?
That sounds pretty Midwestern too, though. I feel like
Yeah.
got your wobbly boots on. Got my
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah. Once again, not eloquent enough to be something
Right.
a Southerner would
Right,
say.
right.
This really does show my sort of, even though I'm from Michigan, I feel like I relate more to like Southern talk.
I mean, you say soda. I'm surprised you're even allowed to have a Michigan driver's license after saying the word soda here.
Yeah, well, listen, don't tell anyone, but when I was at the DMV, I did just say pop, just so I could
Good call.
Just
Good
so I
call.
could have a smoother experience. I was like, listen, I understand how the game is. Let me just pop
Right.
hard. Give me the fucking
Right. Exactly.
license.
Exactly.
Yeah, on the test that they give you. What's the speed limit in a school zone? Do we say soda or pop?
A police officer pulls you over. It's like, yeah, sorry, officer. I just was trying to go to the store to get some more pop.
Sir,
Some
get
pop.
out of the car.
Sir, we're going to need to give you a full search.
Where are you from, sir? This license says Michigan, but I'm starting to think this is a fake license.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm starting, but yeah, no, I was never cool enough for my parents to be concerned about me showing up drunk when I was in high school. I wasn't getting invited to any of those parties.
Right. Yeah, and I think I drank like only once or twice in high school.
Yeah, you were a good kid.
Yeah.
I imagine you were getting invited to those parties, but you're like, no, my parents told me I shouldn't drink before. It's not safe. So
That's
I'm
right.
not going to do it.
Exactly.
I would have. Listen,
Exactly.
I would have.
You would hit up those parties?
No, yeah, I would. Sure, of course, but I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't have drank. I would have.
Right.
Just no one invited me.
Well, Jared, if I was throwing the party, you'd be invited.
Oh, thanks.
You'd be
no
invited,
in
for
college.
sure.
You're saying that as someone that knows college for me.
Oh, yeah, I don't know high school, Jared.
Yeah, you wouldn't invite me.
Really?
Nah.
Interesting.
No one else did, Chad. Why would you?
You calling me a sheeple, Jared?
Yeah. No. Actually. I'm just saying you wouldn't invite me.
Okay.
I knew we should have gotten a puppy. Already did that one.
Yep.
Oh, why can't you be more like your sister? Already did that one.
Right.
Here's a popular one that my mom used to say to me all the time. Who do you think I am, Josephine Donut?
Okay. I think you've told me that
I
one
have
before.
told you this one before. Do you know what it means?
Like, I don't know. Well, I don't know who Josephine
I don't
Donut
either.
is.
I don't either. I don't think she does either.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never figured out who Josephine Donut is. But that used to be like,
It's like, who do you think you're talking to?
no.
Or
It's if you try to like it's saying like, do you think I'm gullible? Essentially, how gullible do you think I am?
I like that.
So like
Okay.
if I were to try to like be like, hey, could I get a new Xbox 360? They're I don't know. I can't think of any.
Right.
They're actually super educational.
Right.
She'd be like, who do you think I am, Josephine? And essentially like, how stupid do you think I am?
Right.
You can't fool me. And I used to hear that one all the time as well.
Sure.
Who do you think I am, Josephine Donut?
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty solid. You can't fool me. I'm not Josephine Donut.
Yeah, that's a classic one. I mean, I should actually Google that. I never actually. I wonder if I just typed in Josephine Donut. What the hell is coming up? Josephine Donut. Nothing. Josephine Donut. Literally nothing is coming up. They're good. Josephine's Glazed Donuts on Facebook.
Well, you better be pretty gullible if you compare to nothing else out there then.
Literally, only just donuts are coming up.
Okay.
So
Kind of makes sense.
I don't know where the hell she got that from.
Right.
Because there's no reference here to that being any sort of saying.
I like that one though.
I love it even more that it literally is not even. It's just something that she.
Right,
Where
right.
did it come from? I need to know.
It's an original untranslatable is what that is, Jared, for sure. You know what one is funny that I heard my either grandparents or my great aunt say is put when like a baby was misbehaving, like put some beer or whiskey in their bottle and they'll be fine. Like I remember hearing this as a little kid being like, "What?"
I don't think that was untranslatable. I think they were serious.
They might have been
Because old people did do that. Like that.
Right.
I feel like up until like, I don't know, our parents or even like parents maybe a little younger than ours, they were probably just doing that. Like rub some whiskey in their gums.
Right.
That's a good way to make them fall asleep. And then our parents and kids today are like, hey, drink some whiskey. I like to have a shot of whiskey before I go to bed. It helps me go to bed easier. That's what that translates into.
a little nightcap.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. For
The
sure.
Nightcap starts with parents rubbing whiskey in children's mouth.
Here's one that I did hear once or twice as a kid. One strike and you're out.
Oh yeah, my parents. That's some white kid shit.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. One strike and you're out.
One strike and you're
I've
out.
never heard that one.
Yeah, that's like you're on some real fucking thin ice.
Yeah. But yeah, the strike thing was I've never really experienced that around like the strike thingy,
right?
Except when I went to my friend's house, like my friend, like my white friends' houses. You heard a lot of sort of giving sort of chances,
right,
via strike method.
Sure.
I never got the strikes, but I'm familiar with that one.
Or the count to 3.
That's another one. For sure.
Oh God, I hated that.
My parents never did that. But
who do you think your mom is? Josephine Donut, Jared?
My parents didn't play the sort of like giving you a chance sort of thing. It's like you listen when I tell you to do the thing. It's not like, okay, you messed up this one time, but next time. It's like that's not how it works, really. Close your mouth before flies get in. My sister actually used to say that to me all the time.
Okay. That just means you're talking too much, right?
Talking too much, yes. And also, I used to just stand with my...
What? With your mouth open?
Like, I would generally just sort of be like a mouth breather. That's what they call them. I'm a mouth breather, Chad.
I was legit going to ask you if you're a mouth breather.
So yeah, that was a popular one I used to hear. If I bet you ever bring that up to my sister, she'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
And that would be another 6 months of therapy just right there. Do you have any more you want to say?
Well, this one's not so much an untranslatable, but just like something that I've heard at least on like some older movies or TV shows. Don't call unless someone is dead or the house is on fire.
Oh, yeah. Here's my version of that.
Okay.
This is a common. This is not really my personally. This is one that's super popular on Black Twitter and in the Black community.
Okay.
When you go into grocery stores, don't ask for nothing, don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing. That's a super popular one where it's like a joke wise on social media and sort of the Black Twitter sphere that all the kids used to get. Another one similar to that is, do you have McDonald's money? That's the one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, can we go to McDonald's? Do you have McDonald's money? For sure, dude.
It's a super common
one.
For
sure, yeah.
But yeah, my version of the one you just said before would probably be like the don't look at nothing, don't touch nothing, don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't call unless someone's dead or the house is on fire. Like, do not bother me. Yeah.
I don't. Another version of that is don't be seen or heard. That's a common one.
Yep.
I don't want you to be seen or heard. That's a common one at like if you're going to like a family friend house party or something.
You gotta behave.
Or like your parents' boss's house or something.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Where it's like I don't want you to be seen or heard. Yeah.
Right. Here's another one for you, Jared. If you do something wrong if you do something wrong, if you do something like right and then you like expect a reward and you're like, well, what do I get? And then the response is, what do you get? You get to live another day.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
My parents would be like, you get to live here.
Right.
Or it's like, what do you mean, what do you get? This you get like it's just like the fact that you get to go to school.
Right. You have a roof over your head and food. You have no bills.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Here's a common one that I think is a Southern thing.
Okay.
And this can go a lot of ways, but fix your face is a super common.
I like that one, Jared.
It's like,
fix your face.
Who do you think you are fixing your face to say something like that? Oh, that's one. There's two ways to use it.
Okay.
That's one for sure.
Okay.
Fix your face in the sense of like, get like
wipe that.
Yes. That's another super common.
Yes,
one.
Dude, wipe that grin right off your face.
Wipe that look off your face or whatever.
Yep.
So that's definitely one with the fix your face. Which actually I think that's what I meant initially. But then as I saw it, I thought of the also like, I can't believe you're like fixing your face to say that. Like that's like
you're thinking about saying this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you're like if you say some out of pocket shit to your parents, where it's like, did you just fix your face to say that to me? Sort of thing. That I think the sort of fixing in itself is a super Southern way to say it.
Sure.
But yeah, fix your face. I've had it used to me when it's like your parents tell you something and you like give them like a sort of an F you look on your face somehow. And they're like, I know what that face means. You better fix your face. Here's one that you and I have both gotten, most kids get all the time, and it's one of the most frustrating things because you just have to take it. The because I said so.
Oh, I knew that was going to come up at some point.
And then it's like you can't argue. There's no move here other than just take it.
Yep.
And that is infuriating.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's a real power move right there, Jared. Just because I said so. End of discussion. My dad used to do that shit to me, and it drove me crazy.
Both my parents did that. Yeah, I have one more. Who do you think you're talking to? That's not really untranslatable now that I say it out loud. But I get that one a lot too. That's sort of like the fix your face, just with words.
Right. I got two more for you, Jared.
Okay.
This is a funny one. This is kind of like the McDonald's money, right? I told my kids if they didn't behave in the drive-thru, they'd get a sad meal.
I've never heard that before.
I love that, though. Like, kids, if you're not well-behaved, you're not getting a happy meal. You're getting a sad meal. What do you think would come in a sad meal, Jared?
A beating. Some sort of spanking, I imagine. Something shoe-based.
The toy's just like some sand in a bag or some shit.
Yeah, a rock.
Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly. This one's a funny one. My dad told me people only get 10,000 words per month. If you reach that limit, you can't physically speak until the new month begins. Anytime I was especially talkative, Dad would say, careful, you're over 9,000 by now.
That sounds like something my dad would say. How could I forgot two legendary Daryl untranslatables. These are legendary. One of them is, I say it all the time, still to this day, it's burned into my brain more than the other one, is it was hidden in the words.
Oh, yep.
That one, still, it hurts a little bit.
It's a good one, though.
Because he used to always say it to me because I don't read well.
Right.
I don't think I read well. I'm not a good focused, I'm not a good focused reader. And so, like, he'd always be like, it was hidden in the words, just being like, if you just read it, you would have learned.
Yep.
Kind of like you always ask me, how much does something cost? Or it's like, yeah, it's hidden in the words. That's probably why you don't know how much it costs.
Right.
And then another one was brains over brawn. Is that
you
would always say that to me. Like if there's some sort of package I'm trying to open, and I'm like yanking at it for like 10 minutes, and then he just walks up and is just like...
Right.
So he'd always use that to me. Use that to me.
Brains
say
over.
That to me as a kid too. Brains over brawn.
That's a good one. I like that. Brains over brawn. Also, yeah, it's hidden in the words.
Yeah.
One untranslatable that my dad would always say is, whenever I'd want to do something, he'd always be like, "Patience is a virtue." Like,
yeah,
you need to wait a
classic
minute. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, that's a classic one.
Yep. But I find myself saying that shit to my nephews now, and I'm like, damn, Jared, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Yeah. Kids aren't patient too.
No? I mean, it's... I feel like the concept of time is so much different when you're a kid versus when you're an adult. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's yeah. Everything is, yeah. No, you're right. You just said it. For sure.
Yeah. But yeah. This was fun, though, Jared. I enjoyed discussing all these different crazy parental untranslatables. This was a true untranslatable palooza today.
Yeah.
But it was a fun one. I mean, parents say some crazy shit to their kids. All sorts of crazy untranslatables. I mean...
Yeah, I'm probably going to think of like 6,000 more.
Right, probably.
The next couple days.
Well, lucky for you, Jared, this is a podcast. We can continue the conversation at some point.
Oh, wow.
So that's always a plus. Well, if any of you out there have some crazy untranslatables from your parents, let us know at untranslatablepodcast@gmail.com. You can slide into those DMs on Twitter, untranslatable1, the number 1. Check us out on YouTube and Instagram, Untranslatable Podcast. And please, 5-star reviews on iTunes. Let us know how we can make this podcast better for you. So as we say here at the Untranslatable Podcast, dziękujemy, muchas gracias, shisha, and do svidania.